Boom, ever onward tribe, coming to you with May's Commander's Coffee. I spent an incredible week. By the way, if you happen to find yourself in Colorado in mid-May or approaching late May, don't be surprised if you're in the middle of a snowstorm. I'm in between snows right now, so trying to knock this out while I can. But I spent an amazing couple days at an event with a group of entrepreneurs that was hosted by a new mentor of mine. Absolutely phenomenal human being, peak performer, gives some of the best guidance I feel like I've ever had, and so he and I have become quick friends, and I absolutely consider him a mentor. I know he's interested in me being his mentee, and that's an exciting process to kind of see unfold and nurture and help push forward. This coffee, I think, will maybe back up a little bit to the last Commander's Coffee about getting out of ruts. And this one's about the idea of favoring action over inaction. So if there's an axiom for this Commander's Coffee, it's favor action over inaction. I feel like I've been a little stagnant. I talked about ruts, but I've also been stagnant on some major projects that I'm trying to kind of bring to bear. I've got a book proposal that I'm grinding on. I've got some new development of experience-based learning, training, mentoring that I want to run and launch, and those I feel like have been on the back burner of just not move forward fast enough. On top of a PT plan, I'm coming off some shoulder work and really need to get myself back to where I want to be. And so I feel like I'm right now in an inactive phase, and I need to get back to an active phase. It was interesting that this weekend, while I was talking with this mentor, is very much focused on purpose, both in your life, your family, those things that you want to bring to bear to success, and that you have to put a plan in place to make that happen. At the exact same time, opposed to that, I met with a friend I hadn't seen in quite a while, but have known for a long, long time. And they're kind of the type of person that is constantly waiting around for things to happen. She kind of mentioned to me that, in a bad spot on certain situations, both family, friends, and some work stuff. And she kind of did the, it'll get better, I'm sure it'll work out, but not with any kind of intent or purpose of making that happen. So I think some of the issues she shared with me have been going on for well over 20 years that I've known about them. And so it might be time to pull the trigger and actually get to work as opposed to hoping things will happen. On the battlefield, I always found in combat that the team that advanced first, that pushed the envelope and kind of moved the fight forward, was the team that won. If you were waiting for the fight to come to you, you had a far worse chance of handling that fight well, as opposed to pressing the action, advancing on your enemies, and using action over inaction in that fight. One of the only things you'll get fired for as a new junior officer in the SEAL teams, and I'm relatively confident all the other elite units and probably conventional units would do the exact same, is doing nothing. We used to try and teach the young junior officers. I taught them, and then I had to do the same when it was my turn, that even in basic battle drills, moving a squad right, forward, left, advancing, whatever it was, to just make a call. Didn't matter if the call was perfect. You could adjust off that, but the only thing that would be catastrophic is not making a call, is not doing something. So this again falls into that place of favoring action over inaction. You know, when it comes to great ideas, I think we all have them. I think all of us are prone to come up with, occasionally, sometimes a lot, every once in a while, only so often, but a great idea, an idea that if you actually put some fire and some energy behind, there's a good chance it would go someplace. And I think most people lose that opportunity just because they let it lie. They don't push the ball forward and try and make that great idea grow or come to fruition. So anything you want to get achieved, ideas, losing weight, reaching a new goal, building a new PT plan, hitting these milestones, or fixing a strained relationship with something, action to make all those things happen. So the close of the Commander's Coffee of favoring action over action is to build, or I guess the takeaway is to build an action plan. I don't want to give too much guidance or try and tell you how to do that. I think everyone has their own way of attacking their problem sets or those things that they want to achieve. And so I'll leave that to you. But I would say build a very, very tangible, real, succinct plan. Don't just try and hope or let it happen. Another great thing about this mentorship weekend is that the mentor is absolutely ruthless in his discipline towards time management. Actually making sure that whatever time he has in a given day, and very much over a long, long continuum of spectrum, is used to its fullest. So he takes a certain time. He has a very, very disciplined battle rhythm in the morning where he does things for 10 minutes, 10 minutes, and 10 minutes. He has time at his office scheduled down to the minute. He will not allow others to steal his time. He's aggressive in his desire to ensure that his plan is seen to move forward. And as I say this, one of the most gracious, affable, pleasant people to be around you're ever going to be. So this is not somebody that's harsh about it in such a way that you would feel it, but he absolutely guards his time in such a way that he will achieve what he wants to achieve. So build your action plan, put that together, and get to it. Ever onward.